reports that you once played the Grand Ole Opry. Tell us about the tune. I know you played two, but tell us about the tune Dead and Gone.
Okay, well first I should correct you. We didn't play the Grand Ole Opry, but we had the opportunity to play the Ryman Auditorium.
Well, it's the same place, basically.
It is, and we got to stand on that stage, which is pretty exciting. The song Dead and Gone, it's a song I wrote, and it came from two separate ideas. The first idea actually was, gosh, what's that actor's name from Cat Ballou?
Lee Marvin.
Okay, so
Oh yeah, I know him.
there's this movie called Cat Ballou. It was my favorite movie when I was a kid. Lee Marvin plays two parts in this movie. He's brothers to himself, and one of the brothers has a silver nose because his nose was bitten off in a fight, and the other one is a drunk that's supposed to save the day, a gunfighter that comes in to save the day. And actually, when I wrote Dead and Gone, I was thinking about this really cool speech he gives in the movie Cat Ballou, and also I was thinking of the redemption of an atheist. You'll hear it in the last verse when, I say, if I was a lizard and if I was a snake, my cold blood wouldn't shiver when I saw his smiling face. There's a slightly religious vein in it, I guess.
I guess so. So I guess, shall we play that from the Honky Tonk House Concert Series?
Sure.
Dead and Gone, right here on TwistedTownRadio.com. All right, what about travel? Have you gone to any place that you really liked in the last few years and you would go back again and again and again, or maybe a place you didn't like and you wouldn't go back, ever?
Good question.
Yeah, there's none that we didn't like. None of those spring to mind, but a lot that we did like spring to mind. A couple on the top of the list was Malaysia. We did a festival in Malaysia last year, maybe 2 years ago now, and that was amazing. It was amazing to play music in Asia. They really responded to the music. It's really, really good. And we've been going to Ireland every year for the last 10 years or so. We love it over there. Germany was really fun. We've done stuff from the UK and England. So we really like to get out of the country, and every place in this country is great too. It's just somehow about getting on a plane and crossing an ocean seems more exotic, so it's fun to be playing music in a whole different environment. But, we tour the whole country, and really, especially, this is a great example, like Honky Tonk House concerts, any place that's sort of opening up particularly people who are opening up their homes to music. That's always a great environment to play music in. People are coming, they're ready for a good night, they're ready to listen, they're ready to have fun, and so really it's all good. But I can't think of a bad place, really, off the top of my head. Can you, Vita?
Of a bad place?
Yeah, no, I want to go back to every place we've been.
Yeah.
All right, I'll tell you what. What if you had a chance to go out in space for 2 weeks, and we'll provide the capsule, the oxygen, the food, electrical cords, and each of you can take two people, one woman, one man, live or dead. We'll bring them back to life. If they're not alive now, they'll be alive for those 2 weeks on your little trip. And you can play music with them. You can have historical people, you can have political people, you can have authors, you can have people who play music. It doesn't matter. Who would you take? Jeff, who would you take?
Wow, that is so one female and one male, huh?
Yeah, besides your wife. Or besides Rita.
That is a really hard question, and I could probably spend all night thinking about the answer to that question, so I'm just going to go off the top of my head. I would like to hang with Bob Dylan in space for a while, because we wouldn't have all his crazy fans around in space, I guess. We just get some quality time, and then maybe, let's see, female.
I've heard it all. I tell you, over the years, I've heard it all.
I
Don't be shy.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of who I would
Oh,
take.
while you're
Maybe Ella Fitzgerald.
Ella
I
Fitzgerald.
mean, Billie Holiday.
Billie Holiday, that's even
I'd
better,
like to
yeah.
hear what she has
Yeah,
to
she'll
say.
come back to life for
Yeah.
you for 2 weeks.
Okay, good.
So
Yeah.
you'll be able
That'd
to
be
play with Billy and Bobby.
Yeah.
Bobby Dylan. And what
Sounds
about,
intense,
It
Jeff.
does sound intense.
what about
Yeah.
Rita? Do you have anything lighter than that?
I do. I think, if you're going out in space for a good trip, I think I'd like to take Willie Nelson and Dolly Parton.
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, Willie's a cool guy.
We could play 3-on-3 basketball out there too, which would be fun.
Yeah, well, we've had it all. We've had ponies, we've had Marie Antoinette, we've had it all.
Oh yeah.
And different people pick different people. Jesus is a popular passenger on our ships, and we'll make sure that you come back alive and very well, and the people who are dead get to go back to where they were after we brought them back to life.
Well, I'm really glad you guys have planned this stuff out, because it sounds like, it sounds a little precarious. I wouldn't take Marie Antoinette though, because I hear she really loses her head.
Yes, but we asked somebody, and the guy from Hot Club of Cowtown said, "You take Marie Antoinette," and I said, "Before or after her head was off?" Because she got executed.
Yeah.
And the player Alana James has cracked up. She says, "I can't believe you have him take Marie Antoinette with no head."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, he has his choice, so that's what he wants. That's what he gets." So I don't know how much talk she would do, but crazy. Well, let's hear some more tunes from Honky Tonk House Concert Series in Streetsboro, Ohio. Now that was kind of crazy. Okay. Let me ask you, Jeff and Vita, if you had any advice to give to our younger players around the world. This program does stream across the world into places like Serbia and England. We know we have listeners there. What advice would you give to our younger players?
My advice, I think, is to remain passionate and true to what you love. If you pursue it professionally, just make sure that you understand why you're doing it, and that's for the love of the music. It's really easy, and I've seen a lot of people out there who've done it for a long time get jaded and start not liking what they're doing. And it is music, after all. It's supposed to create some sort of feeling in folks, and probably the reason why you want to embark on that career to begin with is because you're passionate and love it. So never forget that.
What about you, Jeff?
I would say practice a lot. If you're, I kind of do a lot of picking, and I really like just playing instruments. And so if you're playing an instrument and you really like it, take every minute you can get with it, because that's really what's going to make you great and make you better and get you moving. So, you probably want to anyway because you're playing an instrument. But when you feel like you don't want to pick it up, you should pick it up anyway and just spend a couple hours with it, because once you pick it up, it makes you want to stay with it. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's been lovely having you here at the Honky Tonk House Concert Series and on twistandtomradio.com and our little TV interview that I think might be on YouTube someday. That depends on our Mr. Z-Man who does our camera work here. And we'll see. But I'll tell you what, you will come back and do some more radio webcasts with us, and maybe some honky tonks before and after.
Look forward to it.
All right.
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks for being on.
Appreciate it.
Okay, that's it. And then I'll play another tune.
Great, thank you.
I'll probably play the rockabilly tune at the end of Hot One. How'd you do?